young, and the restless spoil us. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is a beautifully chaotic day in the soap universe, and we are diving headfirst into the absolute madness that is currently taking over our screens. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now, because I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what my eyeballs just witnessed. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid skincare, literally smeared a charcoal mask all over my pristine white rug when this scene dropped, and I had to yeet my phone across the entire living room. I am literally hyperventilating right now. Besties, be for real right now, because the entire Newman family is officially in their flop era of sheer, unadulterated terror, and I am here for the cinematic mayhem. They are all legit terrified of Matt Clark, and the vibes are genuinely so dark, I need a heavy-duty industrial flashlight just to process my own spiraling thoughts. I mean, we are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested. I am personally offended by the level of stress these fictional billionaires are causing me. I feel like they are my real-life neighbors, and I am peeking through the blinds at 3 a.m., watching the SWAT team arrive. Let's just establish the baseline here, okay? The Newmans, the untouchable billionaire, run this town. We own everything. Newmans are straight up quaking in their custom Italian leather boots because of one single man. Matt Clark has officially put them all on his do not perceive list, except he is perceiving them, he is hunting them, and he is methodically ruining their lives piece by piece. The absolute grip this man has on Genoa City right now is astronomical. And what is the grand Newman master plan? What is the brilliant strategy from the most powerful family in town? Murder. Literally, the only solution they can come up with to stop everything is to kill him, which is honestly so unhinged. Like, can we not just call the police? Oh, wait, Matt is faking amnesia and playing the cops like a cheap fiddle. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, the fact that their default setting is let's commit a homicide tells you everything you need to know about the psychological damage running through this family's veins. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. I need to set the scene of this specific interaction because the aesthetic was giving pure, unfiltered psychological thriller, and we need to dissect it frame by frame. We have Nick Newman, Golden Boy Nick, the moral compass of the family, right? Except he is not golden right now, besties. He is tarnished, he is feral, and he is completely, unequivocally unsober. The man is heavily under the influence of the very drugs Matt poisoned his stash with. He is sweating profusely. His eyes are darting round the room like a cornered animal, and he looks like he hasn't slept since 2014. He is spiraling into the darkest abyss of his addiction, physically buckling under the weight of his own demons. And in this incredibly vulnerable, messy state, he stumbles into a meeting with the patriarch himself, Victor Newman. And this is where I lost it. This is where I literally started screaming into my pillow and scaring my cat. Nick looks his terrifying, legendary father dead in the eyes that are completely glazed over and high out of his mind you, and straight up declares that he is going to be the one to kill Matt. No hesitation, no stuttering, just pure, drug-fueled, homicidal determination. I'm going to end him, Dad. I'm going to finish this. Genuinely, I had to pause the screen. I was staring at Nick's sweaty forehead thinking, Bestie, you can barely stand upright without swaying. How on earth are you going to commit premeditated murder? You cannot even tie your shoes right now. But the delivery, 10/10ths cinematic drama. The stakes are astronomical right now. It felt like a Shakespearean tragedy unfolding right in Victor's office. But wait, oh my God, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Victor's reaction is the actual piping hot tea of the century. Victor Newman, the man made of ice, scotch, and ruthlessness, looks at his deeply unwell, intoxicated son, who is casually plotting a massive felony, and what does he do? He panics. Yes, because obviously his son is a walking liability at this moment, but you guys, he is also proud. I am not making this up. Victor is literally standing there, feeling this twisted, bizarre sense of joy because he thinks Nick has finally grown up. I cannot even. The toxic parenting is off the charts. Victor is basically looking at Nick's homicidal ideation as a graduation ceremony into true Newman manhood. Instead of getting his son an ambulance or a rehab brochure, he is mentally handing him a diploma in villainy. It's giving major I love my son only when he acts like a sociopath energy, and I am so done. Wait, I'm glitching. Is that a siren outside my window? Probably the fashion police coming for Matt's weird hospital gown aesthetic, which is honestly so unhinged, and don't even get me started on the vibes of Victor's office lighting during this scene. It was so dim. Like, do these billionaires not believe in LED bulbs? Or paying the electric bill? It's always so moody and shadowy, like they are Batman villains. Okay, sorry. Back to the main event. My ADHD is acting up because I am too hyped to stay on track, and my heart rate is currently rivaling a techno beat. We have to talk about Victor's absolute lack of chill when it comes to his enemies, because this explains everything. Victor's entire life philosophy, his core brand identity, is that towards enemies one must never, ever be lenient. You don't forgive, you don't forget, you destroy until there is nothing left but ash. In the past, Victor has straight up eliminated people. He has a body count of ruined lives, hostile takeovers, and actual casualties. And he doesn't even spare his own blood. Look at Adam. Adam was a victim of Victor's ruthless, soul-crushing tactics for years. Victor will throw his own son under the bus, reverse the bus, and park it on him if it serves the Newman Empire's bottom line. So seeing Nick, his precious, usually moral Nick, finally adopt this lethal, no mercy mindset, Victor is totally living for it. He is manifesting a total dumpster fire, and Nick is holding the matches. Victor sees a mirror image of his own dark soul, and he is eating it up. Let's just pause and genuinely unpack the psychological damage Nick is carrying right now, because my heart is actually breaking for him while I am simultaneously yelling at him through the TV. Nick has always been the one trying to hold on to his humanity in a family of absolute sharks. But right now, the drugs have completely rewired his brain. He is operating purely on fear and adrenaline. He knows that Matt holds all the cards. Matt knows about the addiction. Matt orchestrated the poisoning. And Matt has proven he can get to anyone. Sharon, Noah, everyone Nick loves. So Nick, in his drug-induced haze, thinks that becoming exactly like his father is the only way to protect his family. He is sacrificing his own moral compass, his own soul, just to stop the bleeding. and it is straight up tragic. I am literally tearing up just thinking about how broken he must feel to look in the mirror and decide that becoming a killer is his only option. It's giving Shakespearean tragedy. It's giving Greek myth. It's giving me a massive headache from crying. And we really need to circle back to Victor's reaction because I cannot let this go. Did I say that yet? Uh, Whatever. I'm repeating it because it's that insane. Victor being proud of Nick is the ultimate red flag. Let's look at the history books, besties. Look at how Victor treated Adam when Adam was going through his darkest phases in Vegas. Victor didn't offer a warm hug and a cup of tea. He manipulated. He plotted. He treated his own son like a pawn on a chessboard. Victor has literally driven his children to the brink of insanity just to test their loyalty or to harden them for the business world. He views empathy as a weakness. So when Nick, who usually pushes back against Victor's dark methods, finally caves and says, I will kill for this family, Victor feels vindicated. He feels like he finally won the battle for Nick's soul. It is so deeply toxic that I feel like I need a hazmat suit just to watch their scenes together. But let's be real, besties. Let's dissect this tea with absolute logic for 2 seconds before I start vibrating again and knock over my iced coffee. Nick is high. Nick is terrified of his own addiction. We literally just saw Victor give him this harsh, unforgiving reality check about his drug use, basically telling him to man up and stop being weak. And now Nick is overcompensating by offering to be the family hitman. It is a messy, unfiltered, emotional train wreck of a coping mechanism. Nick thinks he can just walk up to Matt Clark, a man who has terrorized them for decades, and end it. Bestie, be for real right now. Nick is acting purely out of desperation because he feels like he is losing his mind to the fentanyl and cocaine, and he thinks killing Matt will magically cure his trauma. It is so heartbreaking, but also so incredibly reckless.